Security, the National Cereals and Produce Board is confident over the country's present food situation, noting that Kenya has over 200,000 bags of maize in its strategic grain reserves. The board is, however, concerned over a hefty loan of 7 billion shillings it must settle or risk jeopardizing the operations of the state-owned entity. KTN's Brian George Otieno now reports on why NCPB's top brass are on the edge.
The second question.
In their first ever official media briefing since the year began, the looks on their faces said it all. All was not well at the country's National Cereals and Produce Board.
It is indeed a thorn in the flesh for the National Cereals and Produce Board. What happened is in 2016-2017, the government requested NCPB to supply or to buy fertilizer through a post-import facility arrangement. And the arrangement was, because this is subsidized fertilizer, the fertilizer was coming in at a higher price than the price we were selling to the farmers.
What was a pre-order from the government for the National Cereals and Produce Board to procure fertilizers was converted to a loan after the government failed to provide subsidy for the supply. After the supply later matured, the post-import facility was converted to a loan. Initially, the 4 billion shillings loan was payable on an interest rate of 12.5%. With no efforts being made towards repayment, NCPB now owes 7 billion shillings. But how did the board get here? The loan attracted a penalty charge of 22.5 interest rate per month. This meant NCPB loan attracted 110 million shillings interest each month on the initial 4 billion shillings loan. And so, what's the payment plan?
Obviously, we don't have the monies to pay. It is still accumulating. And that is why it has increased from around 4 billion shillings to around 7 billion shillings, because of the huge accumulation of the interest charges. The matter is being taken up at government to ensure that indeed it is sorted out.
NCPB says that this unmanagement and leadership issues have been at the core of the challenges in dispensing its mandate. However, the board said no farmers are owed any outstanding payments. So one would ask, what's the food security situation in the country in terms of cereals?
Our target was 1 million bags during this harvest season. We have opened our stores across the country and we have managed to buy approximately 200,000 bags. That is what we have achieved.
The board chair, Mutai Iringo, is now positive that the raft of measures put to resolve the challenges at NCPB will bring back hope. Brian George Otieno, KTN News.
President Uhuru